Welcome back to Brewery Bash 2, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at the Bear House at Badger State Brewing Company in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And Jordy Lee is here, and I think he has something on his mind, something he wants to say to the HWE crowd here.
There's a lot of people that have been wanting to ask Jordy a lot of questions, myself included. He's ducked me backstage. But Jordy Lee, obviously a long-time veteran of the scene. But you have to wonder where his mental state is. He was masquerading, if you will, for the better part of 2024 as Shortking Biff Longpec under a ridiculous hood. It sounded when he posted online that he was definitely unhappy. Maybe now he's finally going to straighten these things out and we can find out what's on the mind of a former in another company twin champion, gorgeous Jordy Lee.
Let's see what Jordy has to say here. He's taking a knee, taking a breath, and it looks pretty emotional here tonight.
I've seen this guy for a long time. I've never seen him like this, Luke.
Yeah, he's a little distraught, very emotional. Like I said, let's just see what he has to say and just let him speak his truth.
This could be very, very important. Here's Jordy Lee.
All right, let's cut to the chase, folks. I was him. He was me. I was Biff Longpec. A silly gimmick that I thought would help me scratch that wrestling itch. You know, 4.5 years ago, I was pinned by one of the very best, and guys, I really tried to put as much between me and the sport. I focused on my family, and my education, and my career. Pretty okay, mixed results. But deep down, I knew there was no place I'd rather be than performing here in front of all of you in Green Bay.
Hell yeah!
But Biff was a bit of a tremendous failure. It happens. And, you know, it's just, if it's okay with all of you, I think I would just like to walk out of here with just like,
Wait a minute.
There is no way.
Reach 25A! All your big
Is in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
All the way from Winter Springs, Florida. He warned us he was coming to HWE. Why the hell is he interrupting Jordy Lee? I finally would find out what was on the mind of the former Shortking Biff Longpec, whatever the hell that was. But all of a sudden, two longtime veterans of the scene, face to face. And Gust has the stick. This is not
Green Bay, Wisconsin!
These two have a long history together.
big time.
This is where this all started 12 years ago, Jords. This is us. This is our town. We ran this town for years. For years. We went our separate ways. We did our separate things. But to come to this, to the end of 2024, and we just get sad Jordy Lee. This is not cool, man. We want old Jordy Lee back. We want the Jordy Lee who fights for these people. Is that what we want?
Gust may be unhinged, but he's not wrong.
Am I gonna have to get it out of him? I got a couple ideas.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Vato, get out here. We're gonna wrestle right now.
Wait a minute.
Raging Nathan Gust is challenging Jordy Lee to a match, and it looks like Jordy wants no part of it, Luke.
Jordy is not ready for a matchup right now. He came out here to address the crowd.
He's in street clothes.
And the bell is rung. Wait a minute.
I don't think Jordy ever actually agreed to the match, but the fight is on nonetheless.
You gotta be kidding me. Okay, Raging Nathan Gust here, getting Jordy right to the corner and just clubbing him. Jordy was not prepared for this. He was just prepared to talk to the crowd and just kind of speak his truth a little bit here tonight.
Yeah, spoiler alert, Raging Nathan Gust is
Wait a minute! Full gear!
He was ready this whole time!
He's got the boots, he's got the tights.
And he's got a target on Raging Nathan Gust, and he's hammering away at him.
And now Nathan Gust choking his opponent in the corner here. Ref Vato getting right in there.
And all of a sudden, we've got a bonus match. This wasn't on our card at all, Luke.
Yeah, this is unbelievable. I did not expect to see Nathan Gust wrestling here tonight, let alone interrupting Jordy Lee.
Shades of Baba Louie many years ago, Luke. You had to be there.
Sorry, I wasn't born yet.
Oh, get off my lawn.
And now Jordy Lee with the advantage over Nathan Gust here. First pinfall attempt and a kick out at 1 from Raging Nathan Gust.
This is definitely a throwback to the NWA Wisconsin days. I never thought I'd see it here at Badger State Brewing, let alone at the Bash.
And going for a scoop slam here. Great strength from Jordy Lee. Oh, but Gust slips out. And Gust slips out of the ring while he was at it. Kind of a smart move there.
Raging Nathan Gust taking the proverbial powder.
I think he expected to take Jordy Lee out of his game here, not expecting Jordy to be full gear, ready to wrestle.
I did not expect Jordy Lee to have a surprise up his sleeve, oh, down his pants, I guess. But here we are.
And now Nathan Gust breaking the count there.
Now, Raging Nathan Gust might be the most unhinged individual I've ever come across in pro wrestling, and that is saying something. But he has a strategy. But right now it's not working out so well because Jordy's taking a victory lap all through Badger State Brewing.
Jordy with the advantage. Kick right to the gut, right to the wrist as well, as Gust tried to block it.
Climbing up in the front row.
And the education system prevails. The crowd can count to 10.
This has been Count Along with Jords. Stay tuned for more Sesame Street.
Nathan Gust back in the ring.
And Gust is staggering. Not uncommon because he's frankly not right in the head. Hasn't been for years.
A veteran move there from Gust, kicking the rope as Jordy Lee was trying to get in. Maybe not the cleanest move you've ever seen. Oh, what a beautiful fisherman's neck breaker there.
You'll see a lot of veteran moves from Raging Nathan Gust. He's a tag team specialist, one of the most decorated tag team wrestlers in the history of pro wrestling in this area. You name a promotion, he's held the belts. I've seen the collection. It's monstrous.
Nathan Gust gave me my first shot at a tag team title. I'll forever be grateful for that.
The fact that you survived the encounter with Gust, that says a lot about your character, because the man is flat out loco.
Now, Jordy trying to fight back. Oh, Nathan Gust, in classic Nathan Gust fashion, using every trick in the book to keep the advantage. Snapmare middle of the ring, hits the ropes. Oh, and just a sliding clothesline, throwing all of his power, but a kick out at 2 from Jordy.
Hell of a move there by Gust, following up the clothesline with keeping that pressure on the neck during the pinning attempt, trying to cut off Jordy's oxygen, prevent the kick out. Didn't quite work, but again, ring savvy from a guy who's absolutely back Belfry nuts.
Not the cleanest offense here from Nathan Gust, but effective nonetheless.
He's not quite a technician, but like you said, anything.
He will do anything to keep the advantage. And Jordy Lee is really in a bad way right here. And you got a feel for him. He was coming out here to talk to the crowd. And I don't think he was really prepared to wrestle, regardless of what he's wearing right now. I think maybe he just always wears that.
No, Jordy definitely had a plan here. He was, no one expected Shortking Biff Longpec to show up some time ago. Jordy's been known to play with fans' emotions a little bit. So he clearly had a plan for Gust tonight. Gust fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. But all of a sudden, we've got a bonus contest.
That's a great point there, Thrill. A lot up his sleeve did Jordy have.
Well, I didn't win those 2 Emmys by being a bumping along. And speaking of bumping along, that's kind of where poor Jordy is now, because Gust is in control of this. And look at him just squeezing the esophagus of gorgeous Jordy Lee.
Yeah, that is a pretty easy way to get your opponent up. Just right there on the neck, force them to get to their feet.
The next man who wins a bout without oxygen will be the first one. Gust knows this.
We hardly knew you.
And now, Gust looking to finish Jordy Lee right here. Oh, but Jordy blocking it.
Gust looking to bury Jordy Lee once and for all.
Gust cannot believe that Jordy is still in this matchup. He thought this was going to be it right here, but Jordy Lee fighting back.
We can't believe it, but we can't believe this matchup was ever going to happen.
Elbow right to the shoulder, to the bicep, to the tricep. Just tearing at that shoulder of Gust. He has to let go. Now gives Jordy Lee a chance to breathe.
Yeah, but Jordy Lee's compromised. That left arm of his is not doing well.
So he's using his right arm for these strikes right here, protecting that left arm.
Stick and move, great jabs, great punches by Jordy Lee. Look at how he's rocking the face of Nathan Gust. And here comes the Popeye punch and the big elbow.
Big elbow, down goes Nathan Gust. Jordy Lee with the firm control now. He's protecting that that left hand, like you said.
He be clubbering, if you will.
Nathan Gust into the corner. Now Jordy Lee sizing him up.
And here comes the choo-choo.
Here comes the train, and what a splash there from Jordy in the corner.
Been a long time since trains ran downtown.
Picks him up. Sidewalk slam. Down goes Nathan Gust. Jordy Lee.
He's feeling it. Here comes gorgeous Jordy Lee. Roundy, roundy, roundy.
This is the best I've seen Jordy look in years. What a leg drop. Oh, but he felt that on the left side there. You can see him holding that left part of the neck and that left shoulder.
Right you are, Luke. That definitely took something out of him. That impact threw some shock into that left shoulder, that left arm. Jordy's fighting with one wing here.
Jordy's just thinking, what do I need to do to keep Nathan Gust down? And really the answer to that is anything, because Nathan Gust will do anything to stay in the contest.
It's hard to keep Gust off balance because he has been unbalanced for a long time. Ooh, nobody home in the corner.
Oh, what a luva kick there.
That rocked Jordy. His head turned around 90 degrees.
That really turned the momentum really quick. Oh, and a choke slam from Gust. That's what he was looking for earlier. Goes for the cover. That's got to be it.
Is this the end of Jordy?
Oh, a kick out. Jordy Lee kicks out at 2, and Gust cannot believe it.
Gorgeous Jordy Lee has got some fighting spirit in him tonight here at the Bash, Luke.
And now he's going to stay on the attack. Very smart by Raging Nathan Gust there to not let Jordy have a single opportunity to catch his breath.
It's hard to use smart and Raging Nathan Gust in the same sentence, but it makes sense. He's crazy, but he ain't dumb.
He's been around the block for years. As he said, 12 years ago, these two men ran this city in terms of wrestling, and now here they are at the end of 2024, battling it out yet again.
Well, Gust's not wrong. They were big names in the pro wrestling scene in Green Bay and parts beyond. What a spear by Jordy!
Wow! Did not expect that out of nowhere. Definition. And that's 3!
They'll do it!
Jordy Lee with the win!
Here is your winner, gorgeous Jordy Lee!
Out of nowhere, Luke, that spear planted Raging Nathan Gust. And just like that, gorgeous Jordy Lee is back and he's got a win at HWE.
Unbelievable. I did not expect to see Jordy Lee in action here tonight. We knew we were going to be seeing an appearance by both these men, but we did not know he was going to be in the ring. And what a comeback for Jordy Lee against a legend of Green Bay and Nathan Gust.
We expected to hear from Jordy Lee. We expected to see Raging Nathan Gust. We didn't expect to see them fight.
And now,
what a comeback for
both men,
gorgeous Jordy Lee.
Both men still in the ring, and Gust says, come here right now.
That's, again, you can never follow the scrambled brains of Nathan Gust. It's pretty much just a couple of squirrels running around in there.
I'm not even sure if Jordy trusts him right now, but
I wouldn't. It's Raging Nathan Gust.
But all the history between these two men,
So much of it.
I think there's just some mutual respect. As a tag team, the grizzled young vets, unbelievable. What a moment here for Nathan Gust and Jordy Lee. The grizzled young vets reunited.
I never thought I'd see them fight and then come back together.
Hell, Nathan Gust even named his oldest daughter after Jordy Lee.
I've seen a lot of things in pro wrestling, Luke, and I've known these men a lot of years. Longer than me, you may have been alive. But I can't believe what we just saw from Raging Nathan Gust and gorgeous Jordy Lee. Talk about a redemption arc.
An unbelievable matchup between two icons of Wisconsin wrestling, especially here in Green Bay. But ladies and gentlemen, we still have one matchup left for you. It is our main event. The inaugural HWE champion will be crowned when notorious Adam Grace faces off against the hipster hunk Aaron Arsenal.
And if you're watching this on video, first, good taste in YouTube. Second of all, you're missing out by not being here